Hello, family. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wangil Zalalem, and today I have a juicy story for you. It is unfolding. It is a very, very recent story. Basically, in summary, Europe is in shambles, and the farmers have taken it upon themselves, have decided that they want to make Europe stinky. They are taking their tractors, filling it up with cow crap, and going to their government offices to dump that crap. And it's let's just say they're in shambles, and it's a stinky situation. Let's just say that. But I have a clip for you. But aside from doing that, European farmers went to the EU headquarters and tried to break into it. I kid you not. Watch this clip. Hi, Susan. Watch this clip. Yep, that is them trying to break into the European headquarters. Okay, you might be wondering, in case you are not following the story, what is happening right here. So there has been an agreement that has been, being drafted. They are going back and forth, but never been signed. And that agreement is called the Mercosur agreement, and it is between EU, European Union, and Southern American countries. So in this deal, there's a lot, of course, like some things will benefit European countries like the automotive industry, and some things like agricultural industry is going to benefit Southern American countries. So this agreement was on the shelf, and they have been going back and forth, but now they decided to sign it off, right? The EU was going to sign it this week, but the farmers, European farmers, said, not on our watch. We're not going to accept this because this agreement, if it goes through, it's going to allow cheap agricultural products in the continent and in those countries. Hence, the farmers are going to lose not just money, but also their livelihoods because they can't compete with those products. So they said, okay, hold up, our government, you're not listening to us. So we're gonna, as I just showed you, we're gonna fill up our tractors with junk, cow crap, you know what I'm talking about, manure, and we're gonna dump it in your offices, which is, governmental offices, and they are littering the whole entire city because their governments will not listen to them, and they want to take matters into their own hands. That's basically what's happened. And France, as you know, they're known for revolting against their government. Like, that's a French thing, right? Just a week ago, I believe December 12th or 13th, they also went out to the street, and the farmers took their manure, cow crap, and started pouring it all over governmental offices. Not, they didn't stop there. They also went to their president, Emmanuel Macron's holiday home, and started dumping, you know what, manure all over there. Let me just show you right here. You can see it. Like, watch that, fam. Like, they are dumping that shit. Okay, that's, I don't want to say the word. That's crap that they have taken, filled up their tracks, and also some trash, as you can see. And they are littering. They're throwing it on their government offices, and they're telling them, "Okay, you're not gonna listen to us. We're gonna make you listen to us. Smell this. Smell this," is what they are saying. So basically, let me tell you something. In case you missed it, as I said, and you're just joining, I'm seeing more people joining. EU wanted to sign an agreement with South American countries like Argentina, Brazil, and that agreement has a lot of things in it. But the thing that will impact European farmers the most is the agricultural deal. The automotive and I believe the chemical industry is going to benefit in Europe, by the way, according to this free trade deal. But the agricultural sector is going to be hit, and that is why the farmers are against it. They're gonna lose out on their livelihoods because they can't compete with those cheap agricultural produce. So this got me thinking, well done to the farmers. First of all, let's say well done for not taking it when their government is just deciding on their behalf. They are saying no. So I hope our farmers, wherever they are, all over the continent, they're taking notes and they're seeing that they can actually move the needle. They can say no because this agreement was supposed to be signed, but now they have said, hold up, let's hold on to it till January. So they are not signing it. At least it's a pose, even though it's not, we'll never do it. They have posed it. So I also wanted to highlight how the farmers reacted to their governments passing a policy wanting to sign off a free trade agreement with other nations without really considering what it's gonna do to the local economy, to the local industries, right? And that's something that we were talking about Dangote and stuff. Like he wanted to have the refinery in the country. There was pushback, even though the government should support the local companies. It's supporting others to bring in cheap stuff. So this is a great, in my opinion, a great example of we're not going to take it and you're going to listen to us and we shall see if they are going to listen to them. But first, let me say hello to the chat. Hi, Susan. Hi, Great Ethiopia. Hi, Kisha. How are you? Uh, John Martin said, you scared me, Wenge. Why? Are you in Europe? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Randy, yes, the walls are tumbling down. Yeah, and Randy, to your point, especially in France, what's happening, I'll also touch on France because they have their own situation last week outside of this free trade deal. But this is the what is it called? Every action has a reaction. This is what's happening to France specifically for the atrocities committed, for everything that they're responsible for. They looted, they took advantage, they were parasitic to those nations that they colonized once and they've left. But you know, as I always say, neo-colonization is alive and well. So this is a great example when countries started rejecting France, cutting off France. Look at what's happening. It's in shambles. The people don't trust their leadership anymore. The people are protesting left and right. The people are saying they're done. They don't. They want change because they're suffering. The economy is hit. They're broke. So yeah, this is a great lesson. I'm reading Great Ethiopia. I don't know that story. Please send the link. I have not seen it. Hi, I am Italy. Hi, Raymond. Peace and blessings to you too. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, so that's what's happening to the European nations. Oh, and then I also said I'll mention what's happening in France, so I don't want to forget. Do I have the clip here? Maybe not. Is this a clip? Maybe if it is, I'll show. Yes, this one. So this is a different protest, by the way, outside of the protest I just showed you. This happened a week ago, and the reason why the farmers were dumping stinky stuff all over government offices and why they dumped stuff on Emmanuel Macron's house is because there was a policy. Let me read for you verbatim so I don't get it wrong. So the French farmers staged a tractor convoy protest in eastern France. This is in eastern France, blocking key roads and disrupting traffic to denounce government policy of slaughtering entire cattle herds after a single case of lumpy skin disease. So there was a disease apparently called lumpy skin. Maybe you guys know it. I didn't know of it. So when a single case, by the way, not 10, 20, 30, a single case was discovered and they wanted to unalive the cattle. And the farmers were like, hold up, what do you mean by you want to, take out our cattle? It's not gonna happen. So they went out and, dumped all that stuff I just showed you on the streets. But yeah. Jimmy Diggs said, "This is terribly off topic, but a few days ago I bought a bottle of honey wine from a local Ethiopian restaurant. I'm enjoying a glass right now in your honor. Toast, toast to you too, Jimmy. It's called Taj. It's an alcoholic Ethiopian drink made out of honey. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's too sweet, though, right, Jimmy? I don't know, but yeah, it's a local drink, and cheers to you too. Ditra said they are trying to get rid of the food supply. Okay. And, unfortunately, this, although the European farmers are not accepting it and not letting it happen, at least without a fight, a lot of African countries allow this to happen. Local farmers get impacted, they're treated badly, they're never respected. And they get pennies for what they produce, but outside stuff that's not even healthy for us, that has stuff that is not good for us, is allowed in, and they don't care about what happens to them. And yeah, I guess you have to stand up and say no more for respect to be exchanged. But yeah, let me see if there's anything I forgot. Yeah, pretty much this is what's happening in Europe. And you gotta admit, like, one thing I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed this too, I'll just put it right here for you. This is the clip from, European headquarters. They're trying to break in and using a tractor, and you'll see the police officers in front of them, like with the white caps or hats or whatever that's called. And you see, like, there's a proper riot going on, but you know what you don't see? Police officers with guns trying to unalive the protesters. That's my observation. They can push back, they can protest to tell their government they're not happy, and they can go back home safe without losing their lives. So I hope our authorities and police officers are also taking notes. But, anyways, fam, this is the story I came with for you today because I thought it was just mind-boggling. And this is not the first time when the farmers are revolting. But we shall see if they're going to be heard, because this deal is going to be on pause till January. Good luck to them, I guess. I'll see you on the next one, fam. Hi, AB. Stay blessed. Bye.